This winter break, I actually managed to gain 10 pounds. Now for me, that's absolutely insane because I'm a hard gainer. I mean, I've struggled with putting on weight for so long. Now if you're fat, you're not going to relate to this, but if you're skinny, oh man, does it feel good when you actually start getting heavier. And since you're going to the gym, all that weight is basically muscle, you look better. But school started, and I actually started losing some weight. Now, I've been struggling with bulking in school like for a while now, and I actually found 4 tips that really helped me to actually keep on my bulk or even upgrade my bulk when I reach a plateau. And here is exactly what I would tell my younger self so I could actually bulk in school, because that has been my struggle for the longest time. The first thing I would tell him is to make a big lunchbox. Now, if your problem is like mine was, where you had like a lunchbox which was completely filled, you put on as much food as possible, but it was too small, well, get a bigger one. I got a bigger one and I never filled it up completely because it's absolutely humongous. And in that lunchbox, you want to put on as much food as you can. You don't want to have the problem of not having enough food. When you're skinny and you're trying to bulk, you should never be hungry. Because if you're hungry, you're basically kind of losing some opportunities to bulk. And in that lunchbox, I would try to add as much juices as possible. The second thing I would tell him is before school, always eat. And as soon as you come back from school, eat. Now, if you're like me, you're not that much hungry in the morning. Like, you gotta force food down your throat. And that's exactly what I did this morning. I had school today, and this morning I woke up 5:30 a.m. I gotta leave for school at 7 a.m. And at that time, I'm like, I don't want to eat. This is the last thing I want to do. But I still forced it, and I drank more juices because drinking your calorie is actually so much easier than eating them. So if you can, drink more of your calories when you're not hungry. And as soon as you come back from home, eat again. Even if you got like, let's say you got dinner in like an hour, still eat something and maybe you're gonna still be hungry for dinner. The third thing you want to do is actually sneak some fat into your meal. Fats, if you didn't already know, have 9 calories per gram. Basically, proteins and carbs only have 4 calories per gram. So fats are the most dense in calories. If you have extra virgin olive oil, what I would basically do is, let's say you got this random meal, it's meat and pasta. You can easily sprinkle a little bit of olive oil and it's not gonna taste like anything. And that's basically like maybe 100 calories of fat right there. The last thing I would tell my younger self is to actually do some meal preps. Now I'm gonna make this super simple because when I think of meal preps, it's always so complicated. But you only need 2 things, meat and pasta. Now, whatever meat does, whatever pasta does, it doesn't matter. You boil your pasta, you cook them, you cook your meat, doesn't matter. And what I like doing, add some sauce to the pasta. I like doing my own bechamel sauce with like milk and butter. But you can just buy any fucking sauce or make your own, or don't put sauce, whatever works, right? And then what I like doing is adding the meat on top of the pasta, kind of mixing it around. So every single bite, I got pasta and meat. Now, when I only eat meat, I tend to like get filled super quickly. And I feel that when I eat carbs with my meat, it actually kind of triggers this dopamine in my brain where I actually want to eat more and more. So that's what I do. But if you don't like doing that, eat your meat first. Don't eat your pasta first. Eat your meat first. It's gonna fill you up, yeah, but you're actually gonna finish your meat. And then pastas, it's like if you had a second life when you switch from proteins to carbs. You can actually eat even more. So that's what I would do. And those little meal preps, you actually want to put them in your lunch boxes, but also eat them whenever you're hungry. Now that's it for today's video. If you'd be interested in one-to-one coaching with me, it's basically the first link in the description. We hop on calls, do fun shit together. I help you on your journey. And if you'd be interested in watching me and my little bros just next door work out together, we basically post all of our videos on this second channel called Anabolic Monkeys. You can see my whole journey on there. So if you'd be interested in that, that's the second link in the description. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it was valuable to you. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah!